It was really sad. Someone stormed into a retired man's house and stabbed him to death.
I don't care. I'm just gonna go enjoy that coffee and that quiet time to myself.
I wanted to show you the sketch that I did while I was there having my coffee, and then
Hi. Is that a good way to start? I still don't know how to start. And here I am in my kitchen, and I'm most often in my kitchen because it has the best light. And I don't know if these are causing a glare, and I don't need to wear them, so I'll take them off. I need them to read. I'm not reading. There are so many other exciting videos I would want to share with you than this one of me wearing my Be Brave and Kind shirt that you might often see me wearing on this channel. If you've seen a good handful of videos, I seem to wear this shirt a lot. I actually got up this morning and made my bed. And then I went for a walk with our daughter, and we walked around this morning before it got too hot. It's still hot here in Southern California, at least this week, it's still hot. And so that was great. I made my bed, I went for a walk. She made breakfast. I ate leftover ravioli from yesterday. I did dishes. I did some laundry. What else did I do? I did my Bible study. So it's not like I didn't do anything. I did some things. I even talked on the phone with a friend. So it's not like I didn't do anything today. I did things, but I feel like I didn't do anything. It's 3:30. RJ, our daughter, just left for work. Man cub Dylan should be pulling up any minute. He was at school today, apprenticeship school for his trade. Motorcycle man gets off in about an hour. I don't have a ton of time to just sit around and chat because the house is going to be full of activity soon. But what I wanted to say are just a few really important things. I was considering, in my last video, I was considering reading children's books. I was like, that seems good. I love children. I love children's books. I have a ton of them. We're going to work on that library, that Leave One, Take One library, hopefully this weekend for the children that attend the school across the street. My heart is big for children. However, just so happens, and I tried to read it, and that was sort of like, whoa, harder than I thought. I stumbled over the simple words, the simple children book words. I stumbled over them. At one point I was reading aloud and the toilet flushed in the other room. It's a small house, we hear everything. So it made me laugh. I was like, wow, okay, this is harder than I thought. And to show the pages wasn't easy. Half the book was cut off, and I was like, oh, this is way harder than I thought. Wood and this isn't gonna be easy. Saturday, Bear bakes carrot cake. I'm gonna have to practice. And then this morning, a friend reached out to me, Leslie, the butterfly fairy. I went to school with her. She reached out to me and found that I have a YouTube channel. And guess what? So does she. And I didn't realize that either, that she also had a YouTube channel. She actually writes children's books. So she is a children's book author. She reads to children, and her message is to love exactly who you are, who you were created to be. And she wears these beautiful big butterfly wings, and she is a fairy princess, and the children love that. And she makes them feel so good about exactly who they are. And guess what she does? She reads children's books. So I was thinking, that is her expertise. She is a beautiful butterfly herself, and she has a great message, and she has a soothing voice, and maybe that's what she should be doing. And I don't want to do it if she's doing it because she does it so beautifully. So I'm not sure that I'll be reading books to children quite yet. It's still in the back of my head that I might, but I'm not sure if I'll do it yet. And I was feeling down. I'm still feeling down. And I want to thank so many people. On my video that I talked about my mental health when I went to the doctor last week and we discussed my mental health and things, I received far more outpour of love than I ever could have imagined. So that was huge and like mind-blowingly awesome. I had people reaching out, just saying their experience, that they felt heard, that they feel the same. I had people reaching out saying, this is what I do, or these are the medications that helped me, or this is what I did to change things. I had people that wanted to help me so much. That came more from Instagram. I shared a little on Instagram, like a condensed version of the video I put here, a much, much more condensed version. That's where I get most of my pour out. I'm not a big deal here on YouTube, and I'm not knocking myself. I just haven't been here long, and not a lot of people know me. So I don't get as much from YouTube as I do Instagram. And funny, I almost left Instagram and now I'm back because it really is a nourishing place for me. I get a little bit rattled during the the elections. I get rattled because people get mean and I see a great divide and my heart hurts, and I really often step away from social media during that time because it's just too much for me. It's too heavy for me. I was feeling still a little bit down. I'm still coming out of it. I did, like I said, I walked this morning. I walked last night. When I was in Santa Monica with Alex, we walked a lot. We walked from Santa Monica through Venice and back and up to the hotel she was at. We walked a lot. So I have been walking. I got the mail today. A friend of mine that moved away. She used to live here near me and she moved away. Now I'd have to fly an airplane to see her. But she sent this really, really cute card, and I went out to the mailbox and I saw, oh, I have a letter from my friend. I love mail. And this says, let your heart be fearless. I needed that because I live in fear so much so I lock our front door all the time, no matter what, because not too long ago, in a neighborhood just like a few neighborhoods over, it was really sad. Someone stormed into a retired man's house and stabbed him to death. Hold on 1 minute. I gotta wipe my nose. I have a runny nose. That's better. Does anyone else use handkerchiefs? Because I love handkerchiefs. And when I go to antique stores, here I go, off subject again, I like to pick up handkerchiefs. And recently I just got a stack of handkerchiefs from somebody I know, and it was like score. I love handkerchiefs. They're soft on your nose. You can just wash them and reuse them. It should come back. Handkerchiefs should come back. So my nose is all better. I wiped it up. This, she said, was from a local artist there, and how kind. I needed this today because I get so caught up in fear. Back to that man who lost his life. He opened up his door that was unlocked and went in and stabbed him. So that's puts fear in me. So now I lock my door all the time. But I have fear, and like I've talked on here before, lots of irrational fears, but I'm working on it. She also sent me this try a little kindness sticker, which is pretty cool. I have a lot to talk about, and I know this is just blah, blah, blah. Not saying much except for I am so lost in what I'm even talking about. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't even know what the point of this was. I wanted to share two things with you that I can remember right now in the moment, and it has to do with YouTube. And you might want to check out the third things I might say is I have a favorite YouTube channel on here, and it's called Green Renaissance. It is beautifully filmed. It is very touching, very moving, and people share their stories about life. Speaking of which, Man Cub is home. Ugh. That's a channel I love. Another one is called The Elmers, and I literally just found it today. She commented on my Santa Monica video. She knew Alex, crazy. Small world, I suppose. Her videos are like amazing, beautifully filmed. And I'm going to stop because Man Cub's coming in, but I'm going to go get myself a decaf coffee at the cafe, and maybe I'll take you there and I'll edit later. He came in, I got distracted. I forgot to tell you the third thing. I think it's a good idea if you check out Leslie Butterfly Fairy, because let's support each other. And if you have littles, maybe you might want her to read to them. But we'll see if I decide to read eventually, maybe when I get the rhythm down and figure out how to show the pages and do it in a good way. But now I'm going to go to the cafe. I'm going to get that decaf coffee. I might take my sketch pad and just sit and chill. Yeah, I'll take you with me. What am I saying? Anyway, I'm going to leave now. I'm going to go to that cafe and I'm going to get that cup of decaf. It's got ice cream in there. It's an espresso with ice cream, and I, of course, forgot the name. But that's what I'm going to go get. And I'm going to take my sketchbook, and I'm just going to sit in the cafe, and I'm going to maybe sketch a picture, maybe of my coffee. And they have these really yummy pumpkin cookies. Maybe I'll get one of those, even though it doesn't feel like fall here. It's like really hot. But maybe I'll just pretend and get the cookie and the coffee, and we'll just pretend like it's fall here.
And I don't really find it that important to comb my hair before I leave. I don't, because I don't care what anyone thinks. I don't care if I'm wearing the same shirt I wear all the time. I don't care. I'm just gonna go enjoy that coffee and that quiet time to myself. Here we are at my favorite place to eat since I was a teenager. And the cool part about this place is as old as I am. Right here. 53, just like me. We're gonna go on into Ruda's.
Hey, what is up? Got yourself a little propped up phone?
I wanted to capture you.
Oh, you got it.
I wanted to show you the sketch that I did while I was there having my coffee, and then, surprise, I was texting Motorcycle Man, and I said, hey, come over to Ruda's and just join me. And so then he came, and I wanted to just add this in.
It's a foggy morning, but it's supposed to be a hot day, so I'm sure this is going to burn off, but it's so lovely. And I'm wondering where that dove's partner is. It's all by itself up there.
Good morning. It is Wednesday already for me, and it is a foggy morning, and I wanted to wrap up yesterday's video. I did a really quick video, just, gosh, what was it even about? What was I talking about? I think possibly reading children's books and decided not to. I introduced you to 3 YouTube channels that I really like, and I didn't wrap up. So I'm wrapping up today, but I wanted to tell you, I'm in my favorite robe that I've had for 30 years, and I know I've had it 30 years because I bought it when I got married to Motorcycle Man. And the reason I bought it is I used to watch a show called Melrose Place, and this is definitely, if you're my age, you're gonna know. If you're not my age, maybe you won't know. I'm not sure, but I used to watch Melrose Place when we first got married. I am hoping the mic works because the traffic is insane, because everyone's trying to get to work and school right now. Used to watch Melrose, and we were married, and I was working full time, and we had, we were always busy, it seemed like, before we had kids. We were just having fun. So if I couldn't be home to watch Melrose Place, I would tape it on a VHS video recorder thing. And, you're always taping over tapes over and over. You get home, rewind the tape and watch the tape. And it wasn't even good quality. The way the TVs are now, if I were to look back at how we used to watch it, now I'd be like, oh, I can't watch that. That's so fuzzy and weird, but it all seemed good back then. So that was a spinoff of 90210 that I also used to be pretty addicted to. And one of the characters, I can't remember her name, but she had this robe. It was in a lighter blue. It was like in a sky blue, and I had to have it. I found it at Nordstrom's. I went to Nordstrom's and I got this robe. It was super expensive back then, but look, I still have it. I say, now that I've had it 30 years, I'm gonna have this robe forever until, like, I'm gonna be a granny, like really, really like old granny. Let's just say in my 90s, and I'm still gonna be wearing this robe. Might be falling apart, but I'll be wearing this robe. Today, I have a packed day, and I haven't decided if I'm going to take you along with me. We're going to Uptown Whittier, and we're gonna go to King Richard's. It's an antique mall, and then we're maybe gonna go to Melrose Vintage. So it's some thoughts for the day. Gosh. It feels nice to sit out here this morning. I really love it when it's like this. It's kind of foggy, and I'm barefoot with my feet in the ground, and I can see a couple kitties. They're out here just like, hey, it's morning. Until next time, peace, love, and keep going.